Daniel, are you at home yet?
Oh, Dad, you know that on Tuesdays I don't get back until late because I have my film club.
You're what? Whatever, it doesn't matter. I need you to get home like now. I've got a delivery coming and I need you to sign for it.
I can't, Dad. I'm working on a pretty big project at the moment. Can't you just have Mickey sign for it? He should be at home by now.
Can't. He and I are out of the minute, so I need you to do this. It's an important package. It's a new watch that I'm gonna give your brother when he wins the championship game in a few months. It's really expensive, so I don't want the delivery guy to just leave it on the porch. You know where there are loads of idiots who'd steal the thing if they saw it.
A new watch? Seriously, just for winning a football game?
It's not just a football game. This is a really important game for him that could determine his whole career. Obviously he's gonna win. I mean, he's the best. And the best only deserves the best gifts, which is why I got him a Gucci watch.
What the hell, Dad? Those can be thousands of dollars. How could you spend that much? We don't even have that kind of money.
Relax, I got it on a payment plan. Besides, it's my money, so I'll do what I want with it.
Fine, whatever.
Okay, well, make sure you get home quickly. The tracking app says the delivery guy could turn up from 4 p.m. until 10 p.m. I need you to not leave the house between those times.
Look, I'll do my best to get back on time, but I'm busy too, you know? I'm currently in the middle of directing a pretty big film, and me and my team are actually going to send it off to an independent film festival, see if we can get recognized. Even if we don't, it should provide us a way in to meet important people in the film industry, so I can't just drop everything and go home, okay?
I don't have time to read all that. Just get home.
Why can't you go home if it's so important to you?
Well, me and Mickey are currently at a spa, and then we're going for dinner at that new steakhouse. We won't be back in time for the delivery.
Hang on, you're at a spa? And you're going to the new steakhouse? The one that I've been telling you that I've wanted to go to for weeks now? But you said it was too expensive?
Yeah, well, Mickey needs the best treatments and food to make sure he's ready for his upcoming game. If recruiters show up, then he might even get a free ride to college. I'd have invited you to come with us, but Mickey said that you stress him out too much, which isn't good for his mental health if he wants to focus and win the game.
Right. The game that isn't for another few weeks yet. That game?
Run-up to the game is just as important as the match itself. You'd understand that if you actually put some effort into something important instead of messing around in your little club.
Wow. Tell me how you really feel, Dad.
Oh, you know what I meant. Just make sure you get back home in time. You need to go now if you're gonna make it, as it's a 10-minute drive from the school to the house as it is.
You might need to contact the delivery guy. I'm busy at the moment and probably won't make it back.
Ugh. Why can't you be more helpful like your brother?
Well, if he's so helpful, you can send him back to sign for the delivery.
You know, then neither of us can do that.
And maybe you should have sorted out delivery on a day that you'd be home.
Whatever, I'll sort it out. I can't ask you for help with anything.
Actually, I'm happy to help as long as I'm able to, but at the minute, I'm doing something that's incredibly important to me. And not that you care, so I can't just drop it and go home just to sit around and wait for a delivery. And just for your information, I do pretty much all of the chores at home, including the ones that Mickey's supposed to do, so I actually help out a lot.
Well, that doesn't mean anything if you won't help out when it's important. Doing chores really isn't that big of a deal.
Okay then, I'll keep that in mind when Mickey's dishes are laying around. Anyways, gotta go. Good luck with your delivery.
Oi, Dad told me that you were really unhelpful earlier. Why do you have to be like that? It's really annoying and petty. Just because you're jealous?
Jealous? Of what?
Of me, of course. Because I'm Dad's favorite.
Oh, that. I'm really not jealous of that.
Oh, please, you hate the fact that Dad spoils me and lets me do whatever I want, so long as I do all my football games. It bugs you beyond belief that he doesn't care about what you do and never pays attention to you. Just admit it.
Well, it's not the best feeling in the world, but hey, I'm used to it. I don't need someone constantly holding my hand and telling me I'm doing good. Unlike some people.
Are you saying that I can't deal with things on my own?
Your words, not mine.
You know, I should tell Dad you said that. He'll have you doing all the chores in the house.
I already do all the chores in the house.
Whatever. Oh yeah, the steakhouse was really nice. Some of the best steaks I've ever had. Too bad you'll never be able to have them yourself.
Touching how you care about my well-being, Don't worry, I'm sure I'll be able to save up and buy myself some with the money from my job.
As if. Only winners deserve food like that. You're nothing but a nerdy loser who won't get anywhere in life. Honestly, you should have followed in my footsteps and gotten into sports. You wouldn't have been as good as me, but at least then Dad would have been proud of you. At the moment, he just thinks that you're a loser too.
Is there an actual reason that you've messaged me, or are you simply trying to annoy me with your constant prattle?
I don't even know what you mean when you speak all fancy like that. In case you haven't noticed, we're not rich. You don't need to talk like you are.
What do you want, Mickey?
I need you to hide something in your room for me.
No.
You don't even know what it is.
What is it?
I can't tell you.
Then no.
Why not?
Because I'm not about to get involved with whatever sketchy thing you've got going on now. Don't think I don't know about your little side business.
What are you on about?
I know you sell drugs, Mick. You're not exactly the best at keeping secrets or keeping them hidden.
You've been snooping in my room?
I don't have to when you leave suspicious little syringes all over the house.
That wasn't me, that was Dylan. We had a little party the other weekend when Dad and you weren't here.
I don't care. I'm not hiding illegal things in my room simply because you want me to.
I'll tell Dad you're hindering me from doing my best in my football games, and then he'll make you do something way worse than hiding a measly little bag in your room. Besides, you're acting like they're hardcore drugs. It's only a bit of steroids to help me with football. Everyone does it.
Not everyone. There are actually some honest athletes out there.
Not really. At least not in my team.
So you all take steroids?
Pretty much.
Wow. Well, thanks for letting me know. Now I know not to cheer for you at the games.
Whatever. You can get down off your high horse. You'd do the same if you were in my shoes. It's really high pressure, so I need all the help I can get. But you wouldn't know about high pressure.
I'm guessing Dad doesn't know about your little pre-game ritual then? If you want me to hide the stuff in my room, that is.
Of course not. He would think that it's cheating. I don't want to risk being the black sheep of the family. It really looks like it sucks to be you.
Yeah, you don't say.
So, you need to hide these in your room. That way if Dad finds them, at least he can't be more disappointed in you than he already is.
You know what? Okay, you can put them in my room.
Great.
Hey Jim, I think I've just found a new story for our film, which will definitely get us noticed.
Oh? What's that then?
An expose.
About what?
Steroids in high school sports. I've even already got some evidence to put into it.
Well, let's get to it then. The festival's not far off.
Hey, Dad, when does Mickey's game start?
I think it starts at about 6 this evening.
Great, I just wanted to make sure I got there on time.
You're coming to support him?
Yeah, it's his big game after all. I was even gonna film it. I'm making a sort of documentary, so I wanted to get some action. I'm gonna submit the film to the school online, as well as at the film festival.
Yeah, whatever. Just make sure you send a copy to me and Mickey. That way we can send it to all the recruiters. Your brother will be sure to get noticed then.
Oh, don't worry. Everyone will see the video. Mickey will definitely get noticed. Hey, Dad, did you see my film? I sent you a copy like you asked. Lots of other people have seen it too.
No, I've not had time to watch it.
You might want to watch it before you send it to the recruiters. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I've already sent it off because it shows your brother playing. And that's the only important thing, really.
Ah well, don't say I didn't warn you. I don't think Mickey's gonna be getting any offers anytime soon, though.
What?
Watch the video, Dad. You'll be very surprised.
What have you done? I can't believe you'd actually do something like this.
I see you watched the video. Quite shocking, isn't it? To think that Mickey would be doing that?
What? Obviously he hasn't actually done that. You've just made it up to make him look bad.
Dad, I've actually got him on camera taking steroids, along with most of his teammates. I've not done anything other than expose his cheating.
But now what is he gonna do? No one will want him on their team after they've seen this.
Well, if he needs to take steroids to be on a team, then maybe he's just not as good at football as you thought he was. The truth can really hurt, can it? Especially when your favorite son is the one who's messed up.
After what you've done, don't think I'll be talking to you.
Sounds good to me. I continued to live with my dad and my brother for the rest of the year, but it wasn't so bad as neither of them bothered me much. I ended up winning the best expose film in the festival though, and received $1,000 in prize money. And some important industry professionals even contacted me, offering to give me an internship. I start in September. As for Mickey, well, he and his other teammates who got caught doing steroids were kicked from the team. No one else wanted to sign them either, due to their cheating. Mickey barely passed high school with his failing grades, and as far as I know, he's currently unemployed and living with my dad still. I wonder if he's still the favorite after all. Some people have called me mean for doing what I did. However, by exposing Mickey for his drug use, the high school began to take drug testing more seriously for its sports teams, resulting in happier and healthier players, along with favoring those with actual talent, instead of those who simply cheated their way to victory. So I think it was a lesson very much needed for Mickey and the school. Hey babe, what's up?
I'm doing good, sweetie. You?
Just here, rounding up my work for today. You prepared for the dinner date tonight?
Of course. I've already picked out the dress I'm going to wear. Babe, it took me hours to select the dress.
Seriously? You didn't have to. You know you're gorgeous in anything you wear.
Aw, that's very sweet of you, but I'm going to meet your family for the first time ever. I want to make a good impression.
I love you. I can assure you that's all the impression that matters.
LOL, you're funny. You don't understand these things.
Don't worry, my parents will love you. They just want to meet the woman that captured my heart. And believe me, I'm so excited for you to meet them.
I'm excited as well, but scared. What if they don't like me?
Don't be silly. Why wouldn't they like you? Once you meet and get to know them, you'll be feeling right at home in no time.
Oh, I love you so much, Martin.
I love you too, hon. I've made plans already for tonight. By 7, the limousine will come pick you up. If you want anything, just tell the driver. He'll get it for you, okay?
Sure, babe. Now I need to fix my hair. Talk to you later.
Later, babe. Hey, baby. I've been trying to reach you since this morning. Betty?
Sorry, I was charging my phone when you called, and I've been a bit swamped with work today. I would have called you back, though.
It's okay, just the silence made me think your night didn't go too well yesterday.
Well, did I?
Of course. What do you mean? My parents loved you.
Are you sure?
What? Of course I am. Where's all this coming from?
It's just that I can't shake off the feeling that I messed up big time last night, and now your parents hate me.
But you did nothing wrong. If anything, you were pretty impressive.
You really think so?
Yes, believe me. I would tell you if there was anything wrong.
I'm so much in love with you. I don't know how I'd survive if you were taken away from me.
Nothing is gonna take me away from you. I love you.
I just have this feeling that your parents weren't really thrilled with the match.
Yesterday was your first time meeting them, so it is understandable that it might seem that way. Just give them time to know you while you also get to know them. They'll come to love you as much as I do. Eventually. I promise.
Are you sure?
I am certain.
Okay then. I'm so glad I have you in my corner. It makes life so much easier and sweeter.
Same here, babe. I have to return to work, though. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Hey son, got a minute?
Sure, what's up, Dad?
There's something I want to talk to you about. You busy?
Not really. Should I come over?
It'd take an hour for you to get here. It'd be easier to do it here. It's quite urgent.
What's going on, Dad?
You know I love you and I'll always want what's best for you, right?
Dad, I know all this. What's happening?
I'll just come out and say it. This is about your girlfriend.
Betty? Did something happen?
It's about the night she came over for dinner.
Okay, what is it?
I'm sorry to say this, but
What? Why?
I don't trust that girl. I know you love her and this is gonna hurt you, but I must tell you the truth as your father. I believe Betty is just after your money.
What? Dad, how can you make such an accusation? You just call my girlfriend a gold digger?
I know all the signs, Martin, believe me. And I saw every single one of them in her yesterday.
What do you mean you know the signs?
I came from a wealthy background, and while growing up, I met plenty of girls who just wanted me for my money. They never really loved me. Luckily, I met your mother who genuinely cared about me, so I know a gold digger when I see one.
Dad, you can't just assume something like this without any proof.
Yesterday, I spoke to Steven, the chauffeur, and he mentioned how Betty was rude to him. She kept giving him orders and downright insulting him. She even told him she would lay him off as soon as she marries you.
I don't know what happened, but I'll talk to her about that. But even if she spoke to him that way, that's not enough reason to label her a gold digger. Besides, it's possible Steven did something to upset her.
I really think she's up to something, but there is one sure way to know.
What is that?
Test her loyalty.
What? I'm not doing that.
Boy, that's the only way to know the truth. If she proves she's not a gold digger, I will fully support your relationship.
It could also ruin my relationship if she's not. Well, what if she finds out I tested her?
She won't. This will just be between the two of us. Are you game?
You're sure about this?
Yes, you'll thank me for it. You'll see.
Fine then, let's do it. Baby, are you there?
My love, I'm here. What's up?
You busy?
For you? No. Why the sad emoji, though?
Things are really bad for me right now. I messed up big time.
What is the problem? Talk to me. How can I help?
My father and I had a huge fight. The situation got really heated and I said a lot of crazy things that I didn't mean. I apologize, but he's not letting the issue go.
Hold on. What did you guys fight over?
It doesn't matter. He's banned me from ever stepping foot in his house ever again.
What? That is cold. Why would he do that?
Because I said stupid things his son should never say to his father.
What about your mom? She was okay with him banning you?
Well, she can't change his mind. My father has always had a fiery temper, and once he says something, nothing changes his mind. I believe he plans to keep me out, for real. I spoke to my mom, and she told me he's changed all the locks in the house.
My god, this is serious.
I just don't know what to do.
Okay, just take a deep breath. I'm coming over now and we'll talk more about this. You're not alone, and I'm sure everything will go back to the way they were soon. Your father loves you. He won't let his only son suffer like this.
I don't know. He may never change his mind. I'm scared, Betty.
Just give me a couple hours. I'll be at your place.
Okay, thank you. Baby, are you online? Betty, I've been calling your phone for the past 20 minutes. Where are you?
I'm sorry, I was in the bathroom. I didn't hear it ring. What's up?
Things just got worse for me.
What do you mean? Does this still have to do with your father?
Yes, Betty, my dad completely cut me off. He's disowned me and cut me out of his will.
My god, can he really do that?
Yes, it's his money, so he can do whatever he wants with it. How could he do this to me, though? I'm his only child, for Christ's sake. Why would he leave everything to charity when I'm alive and well?
This is so unfair. You have to change his mind. Beg him on your knees if you have to. Will you just let him give away all those millions of dollars?
What can I do, Betty? It's his money and his mind's made up. I can't do anything to change it. This has destroyed me completely. I blame myself for speaking out of turn at my father.
Something has to be done, Martin. Don't just give up.
Yeah, I'm not giving up on myself. I'm no longer the son of a millionaire, so I'll cut down on a lot of things to save money. I'm sorry, but please bear with me. Once I get back on my feet, I'll continue spoiling you with the lifestyle you've been enjoying with me so far. I'm just asking for a little time.
Time? I'm still in shock that a father would do such a thing to a child he loves. So, what's your plan?
My mind is still scrambled, but I definitely have to keep on working. In the past, I was working just to keep busy, but now I have to work for a living. I've really fallen in life.
So, you're just going to accept defeat?
I'll work hard and make my own money. That's what I'll do. Just wait and see. Everything will work out in the end, I promise. Babe, you there?
Sorry, I need to step out now. Can we talk later?
Sure. Betty. Betty, answer me.
What is it? Stop burning up my phone. I'm trying to sleep.
Sleep? I've been trying to reach you and you've been ignoring my calls and texts. Why?
I've been busy, okay? The world doesn't revolve around you, Martin. So, can I sleep now?
How can you say that? You ghost me for 2 whole weeks and this is what you have to say for it?
What do you want me to say?
First off, why don't you tell me about the guy I saw you with at the restaurant this evening?
Restaurant?
Don't act dumb, Betty. I saw you with him.
Fine, so what?
Really? How can my girlfriend be openly going out with another man? You were all over him.
Martin, this might come as a shock to you, but you and I are done.
What?
I'm breaking up with you.
I know you don't mean that. We're happy and everything's going great.
I'm not happy, Martin. The truth is, I don't see myself being as patient as you want me to be. I've gotten used to the luxurious lifestyle you showed me, so I can't start from scratch again. I have moved on.
So, you're leaving me because I'm broke now? I thought you loved me.
I'm sorry, but this is goodbye. The guy you saw me with, we are already dating. He takes care of my every need. He makes me happy. Don't you want me to be happy? Don't you? Martin?
I'm just shocked, that's all. I guess my father was right.
Your father?
Yeah, all of this was a test. My father loves me too much to disown me. We never got into a fight. My dad saw you for what you truly are. He told me you're a gold digger, and I didn't believe him, but you just proved him right.
How dare you? You lied to me.
You betrayed me. I was really looking forward to proving my father wrong, but sadly, you made that impossible. Despite all your promises, the moment things went bad, you ran off to the next man.
You also promised you'll be in my corner. Why didn't you tell me of your father's suspicion?
I needed to find out if you were also in my corner.
I'm sorry, baby. It was all a big misunderstanding. I can explain. I don't know what came over me. I love you. You know I would never do anything to hurt you. Please give me a chance to make things right. Babe?
Goodbye. Dad, you were right. Betty is a gold digger.
Sorry about that, son. I know how much you loved her.
I still do. That's why it hurts so much.
So, what are your plans?
I've cut off all ties with her, blocked her everywhere. I'm moving on with my life and she'll be nothing but a thing of the past.
This is good. You deserve the best, so be careful when taking a girlfriend next time. Just as there are wolves there are also good people who will genuinely care about you. When the time is right, you'll meet the one for you.
I don't think I'll ever love again.
Nah, give it time. The pain will be over and you'll experience true love.
Thanks, Dad.
Of course, Martin. I'll always want what's best for you. Never forget that.
Betty kept trying to get back with me, but that was never gonna work now after I'd seen her true colors. For the time being, I'll be staying away from romantic relationships, but I do hope to meet someone who genuinely loves me someday.
Oh my god, Lynn. I can't believe you just did that. How can you be so horrible?
I'm the one who's horrible? Have you looked in the mirror lately? Homewrecker?
For the last time, I'm not a homewrecker. And yeah, you're the horrible one considering you just decided to try and have a go at me during my husband's funeral. I mean, even on such a sad and emotional day, where we should be remembering a wonderful man, you'd rather yell and scream about his will and who gets his money? If there's anyone who is cold-hearted and just downright nasty, it's you.
Says the woman who stole my husband away from me. We were happy before you came along. Then you just had to steal his attention and take him for yourself. You didn't care if you were destroying a family. As long as you got your hands on Andrew, you were happy. And don't think I don't know why you were so desperate to be with him. I know you were just after his money. And how convenient that, now that he's gone, you'll be able to have all of his wealth to yourself. Or at least, that's what you think.
I don't know where you get off accusing me like this, but it's not true in the slightest. I loved Andrew with all of my heart, and he loved me too. I wasn't interested in his money. He could have been broke, and I still would have loved him. You were the one who was obsessed with his money. It was the main reason he left you. You were never happy with him and what he did for you, always wanting him to spend more or take you to more lavish places. He got sick and tired of never being able to live up to your expectations and your constant demands. That's why he left you. I didn't meet him until he had actually separated from you.
We were still technically married. He had literally only been separated for like a month.
He had no plans on getting back together with you. I'm sorry, but it's true. We fell in love shortly after we met. But I wouldn't have gotten involved with him if he had still been in a relationship. But he had ended that relationship with you.
Only because you got in the way. We would have gotten back together if you hadn't been there. And as for the money, you don't deserve anything. It's a good job that his will still leaves everything to me.
Don't you hear yourself? Only interested in his will. And it doesn't even matter. I've seen his will before, when he was rewriting it, and it didn't mention you.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
What do you mean?
I know my husband, and he wouldn't have left me with nothing. In fact, I know he's left me pretty much everything in his will, as we wrote it together, and that includes the house, which leads me to this. I want you to move out of my house by the end of the day.
Excuse you?
My house. I want you to move out. It's only fair. You took my husband from me, so I have the house. It's what I'm owed for the heartache that both he and you put me through.
Hang on. You already got half of everything that he had in the divorce. You're not owed anything else, especially not the house. Andrew and I built our life up there. It was our home. Nothing to do with you.
It doesn't matter. It's mine now, and I want to move into it as soon as possible. I've always thought that it was a nice place to live.
You can't do this.
I can, actually. The will leaves everything to me.
I'll be having a talk with the attorney to see about that.
Feel free to do that. You'll only be disappointed.
Pierce, have you had time to have a look at Andrew's will properly? It's just, I think Lynn and her attorney are trying to do something. I don't know, not quite right. It just seems quite fishy.
Hey Haley, I'm so sorry for your loss, and I want you to know that I'm here for you, okay?
Thanks, Pierce.
As for the will, it all seems in order. I'm sorry to say, however, there is one little discrepancy that I'm currently still looking into, so I'll have to get back to you on that. Hopefully it won't take too long, maybe a day or so, but because the will is still in contention, it should be okay. Lynn won't be able to access it until all of this is cleared up.
That's good. I just can't believe it's come to this, though. I was sure that the will Andrew made had left nothing to Lynn. I don't care if it goes to me or not. He could have left all of his money to a charity and I wouldn't care. I just don't want it to go to that horrible, money-grabbling ex of his.
Don't worry, I'm looking into this as thoroughly as I can. There's just something that's not quite right about this whole thing, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. You can count on that.
What do you think is so weird about the will?
Well, it's the way it's worded. It all seems a bit too good to be true. Too much like a professional has done it. I mean, I know attorneys write up people's wills all the time, but they don't usually put in a bunch of fancy words and stuff for no reason. But this one has all of that. It's almost like whoever wrote this did it subconsciously, meaning that they wrote like this every day. Only people like me, attorneys, really do that.
What? So you're saying that Lynn's attorney might have tampered with the will? Or even forged a new one?
It's possible.
Well, come to think of it, when I saw the will, I thought that the signature on the bottom of it looked quite strange. It didn't look quite like Andrew's. I just couldn't be sure as it had a lot of similarities to his usual signature. I just thought that perhaps he had done it quickly because he might have been rushing or something.
His signature? I'll have to have a look at that.
Thank you for doing this, Pierce. I can't believe that I'm having to try and sort all of this out when my husband's only just passed away. All I want to do is take the time to mourn properly, but Lynn just isn't letting me do that.
I'm sorry. Hopefully we can get this all sorted out soon and you'll be able to put her out of your mind and life.
Hopefully.
I'll message you if I find anything suspicious.
Okay, thanks.
Oi, Haley. I hope you're not getting too comfortable. You might have stopped me from taking the house for now, but that's not going to last long. Once the judge sees the will, he'll rule in my favor, and then you're out of there.
Why are you so horrible, Lynn? I mean, was it not enough that you drove your husband away? Now you've got to bother me and make an already difficult time even worse?
Oh, don't pretend to be upset. We both know you only got together with Andrew for the money. I mean, I did the same thing. Only he decided that he wanted to go and leave me to be with you. But if you think for 1 second that I'm just going to sit back and watch you take all of the money that I deserve, then you're sadly mistaken.
You might have only been with Andrew for his money, but that's not true for me. I loved him, and I'm going to make sure that none of his belongings or money go to you. He wouldn't have wanted that to happen.
You can try whatever you like. Nothing's going to change the fact that I'm going to win, and you're going to end up penniless on the streets.
I wouldn't get so cocky if I were you. Things might not go how you want them to.
What do you mean? Haley, tell me what you mean right now.
You'll see.
Haley, I swear, answer your phone right now. You gold-digging she-devil. How dare you?
Oh, hello, Lynn.
Don't give me that. How dare you steal my money?
Well, as the judge ruled, it isn't your money.
Yes, it is. The documents you showed him were fakes. You don't deserve the money. It's mine. So give it to me, now.
The documents that I gave the judge weren't fakes at all. Actually, you know that they weren't, as the documents you provided were fakes.
I don't know what you're on about.
Actually, you do. I knew that you were up to something as soon as I saw that phony will. I must admit, it was very well written. It almost had my attorney fooled. But there was just one thing that made it quite obvious that it was fake.
Well, what was that then? Not that I'm admitting to anything, but if something was wrong with the will, what was it?
You're so obvious it's actually painful to watch. If you must know, it was the signature.
What? The signature was perfect. I know it was.
Actually, it was almost perfect. But I know my husband's handwriting. I mean, I lived with him for over 20 years. I've signed many cards, papers, and little love notes with him. So if I wasn't able to notice the subtle differences with the signature, I'd be ashamed of myself.
But
once I pointed that out, Pierce went over all the old documents that Andrew had once signed and checked all of the signatures. Sure enough, there were subtle differences which proved that the signature was false.
well, that can't be right. My attorney made sure everything was in order.
Yeah, about that. Once we discovered that your version of the will was fake, Pierce decided to look into that attorney of yours. Turns out, he has a pretty impressive track record.
What do you mean?
Well, apparently, for the last few years, your attorney has come into a lot of money. Coincidentally, it has all come from the families who he has done the wills for. After a little bit of digging, we found out that he has been forging wills for people in exchange for a percentage of the inheritance.
Oh, no. Well, I never knew that. If I had, I never would have hired him.
Uh-huh. Sure you wouldn't. But there's nothing to worry about now. He has been arrested for forgery and is looking at a little bit of jail time. The police are just looking into those who helped him now. Hopefully, they'll be brought to justice soon.
What? But surely they don't actually have any idea about who could have been involved, right?
After they have a look through all the wills he's worked on in the last few years, they will know exactly who he worked with. So it looks like your time is running out, Lynn.
Ugh, you witch. I haven't done anything wrong. I deserve that money. Not you. I was his wife first. You're just some horrible homewrecker.
And you're a vile shrew. Thankfully, you'll be getting what you deserve soon enough.
I hate you. What have you even done with the money? You don't even need it.
I've kept a little for myself to help tide me over, but the majority I've given to different charities. They need it more than I do.
Ugh, why would you do that? If you didn't want the money anyway, Why not just give it to me? You're so selfish.
Actually, I think you'll find that giving to charity is the opposite of selfish, not that you would know.
Just you wait. I'll get you back.
I don't think you can do that from jail. Anyway, I've got things to do now. Goodbye, Lynn. Good luck in jail.
Stop saying that. I'm not going to jail. Haley.
Just like I had thought, Lynn was found to have tampered with Andrew's will along with her attorney. This is a major crime, and she was sent to prison for a few months and forced to pay a hefty fine. I was finally able to mourn my husband properly once all of the drama had been sorted. And whilst I missed him every day, I'm happy in the knowledge that his money was put to good use and not given to someone as horrible and selfish as his ex-wife. Treasure those that you love, and remember it's the time you spend with them that is important, not any money or inheritance that you might get once they're gone.